TV umpire to director, we have a player review. Can we rock and roll, please?
The brilliant thing about this latest Riverside thing is we are currently being live streamed. So anybody who wants can watch this live.
I have to call this out. There are a bunch of really stray Thoothukudi, like Vellore clubs that are live streaming their games. Every time I've seen on YouTube, 544 views. I am 544th. Like, even I don't know why I'm like Kusu cricket, ra. It's not even good quality cricket. They're cutely streaming. I am also watching on YouTube while sitting and eating some meal, ra. Like, I can ask myself, what have I come down to? But they are all like playing.
Anyway, even those audience are not coming and watching live stream of bits and pieces. That is where we are standing. Right, great note to start. Hello and welcome to episode number 170 something of Bits and Pieces podcast. Our last episode was on the 11th of January. I think that was just before the start of the one-day series between India and New Zealand, during which Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma came out of a box and surprised the audience. Do you guys remember that? After that, India went on to lose that one-day series because they were not satisfied with having lost a test series against New Zealand at home. They went on and also lost a one-day series. And the only respite has been in the T20 format, where Surya Kumar Yadav has led India to a 4-1 resounding triumph against New Zealand. And I am told we are 1 week away from the start of a World Cup. To talk about all the cricket that has been happening and will hopefully happen in the coming days, we have four friends who have assembled here. It's myself, Nitin, alongside PDP, Iman, and Murli Sarkopan to talk on bits and pieces. Say hello, guys. How are you all doing?
Hey.
Hello.
Okay, so we have been talking about Kusu cricket live streams. Let us keep the trend going. Who has been following India versus New Zealand here? Murli Sarkopan, you have been appointed to talk about the series and tell us what's going on.
I have seen some cricket live, most of it caught on highlights, and I have seen that the BCCI's highlights package is getting longer and longer because they are not able to leave out boundaries and there are just too many of them. So the videos have become much longer, but it's much fun to watch Abhishek Sharma time the ball. Like, I think there's so much joy in the way that kid plays cricket. I've enjoyed that. And for some reason, I am also enjoying random cricketers like Finn Allen hitting Indian bowlers all over the park. Like, that was also equally enjoyable to watch. Like, Glenn Phillips dropped a crazy catch, like straight to like his face, something at this height that he dropped, and it was so like characteristic of him. Those are probably the most fun parts of this tournament that I otherwise didn't think was very evenly matched. At least it looked like it was not evenly matched. India outplayed them comfortably everywhere. Even the one game that they lost, it looked like Shivam Dube had a superstar moment there. So it kind of looked like India has crazy takeaways going into the tour to lose to Australia in the final.
Huh.
That's fine. Yeah.
Crazy takeaways. Most important takeaway from India's 4-1 triumph against New Zealand is probably Sanju Samson, who is going to be taken away from the Indian cricket team. Iman Pandey, please come in. Tell us your thoughts on the end of Sanju's swan song.
It's a bittersweet moment, primarily because I'm a huge Sanju fan. I love him.
So where is the sweetness, Ra?
I'll come. Point is that Sanju going away is bitter. Of course, it is. Sanju is struggling. He should be away for sure. Like his bat is going all over. Inside his kundi. His pads are going on his face. Like horrible batting. Like, he should be out for sure. But the sweet part of it is I love Ishan. I was extremely devastated when Ajit Agarkar played his cards and asked him to sit out and all that nonsense. But that fellow went through a lot personally as well. But he came back, and I love him primarily not because of his batting, but because of the randomness.
Because of his wicket keeping. That was very, very good yesterday.
Of the random comments he puts and the sledging he does along with his combination with Virat is deadly, right? Around the batsman, the kind of comments these guys keep putting in is next level. Like I think he's funnier than Pant. Just the way he reacts to batsmen and the bowlers and the game situation. Just love him. Of course, his batting is explosive for this tournament, for this format. So that's why I'm very happy. And also the thing which is also working out really well is history has repeated itself. One East Indian wicketkeeper has come and kept a South Indian wicketkeeper out of the team. So this is the second time the history is repeating itself. That's nice.
When did this happen last? When
MS
Saurav
Dhoni and
Ganguly.
Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Sanju deserves to be out. Sorry, Sanju. हो गया काफी दिन हो गया. And that guy has become fat as well. मतलब दिन भर खाना खा रहा है क्या बैठ के? Like क्या कर रहा है वो? चावल खेलता होगा. वो मोटा हो गया. सांड टाइप का हो गया. भैंसा लग रहा है. Like he looks like a proper buffalo wading into the water type. तो भैंस गया पानी में.
Malabar Parota, boss.
बार
Malabar
परोठा
Parota.
पिल रहा है, मोटा हो रहा है, बैट कुंडी के अंदर चले जा रहा है, पैर पता नहीं कहाँ जा रहा है, उसको बाहर ही कर दो भाई प्लीज. टेक हिम आउट ऑफ हिज मिजरीज. हमसे भी नहीं देखा जा रहा है. द अदर पर्सन whose कुंडी इज बिकमिंग thicker day by day is our very old Kuldeep. Yeah, again a big fan of that guy. But boss,
The first time Iman said it, I saw Nitin smiling because he was thinking of the edit. Okay. And now it's like all over the place.
Absolutely not thinking about the edit. I am only thinking about. So we are told about, of course, our HR expert, Choppy McChopface, is not on this podcast. But we are told, bad feedback needs to be sandwiched within good feedback, so which is called the shit sandwich feedback format. Iman Pandey has invented a new format. It's not a shit sandwich anymore. It's a shit pizza. On the base, he says, I love Virat Kohli. I love Sanju Samson. I love Kuldeep Yadav. उसके ऊपर सांड जैसा हो गया वो. He is wading in the marshes like a buffalo with a bat in his kundi.
what's gone wrong with it? क्या हो गया यार उसको? Like what has happened to Kuldeep? Nonsense bowling, absolutely nonsense bowling. Like
Now come the topics.
मतलब उसका bowling तो अरे यार ऐश अन्ना से भी खराब लग रहा है. Like now I feel यार अश्विन है ना ज्यादा ठीक होता है rather than Kuldeep. For all these years we have been मुझे लगा था कि कुलदीप will somehow be able to with वरुण चक्रवर्ती बॉस deadly bowling होगा. Deadly तो हुआ नहीं. पता नहीं क्या ही हो गया. वो कुलदीप को भी भाई प्लीज उसको भी अपने मिजरी से दूर करो. उसको बोलो तू बाहर बैठ, रोटी चावल खा, मोटे हो, वहां बाहर बैठ के मोटे हो, अंदर मत आ यार. हो गया उसका भी पता नहीं. संजू का तो बैट कुंडी के अंदर जा रहा है, इसका हाथ ही कुंडी के अंदर चले जा रहा है बॉलिंग के चक्कर में. तो इसको ही बाहर करो. हो गया. तो T20 वर्ल्ड कप, बाय द वे, द गुड पार्ट ऑफ इट इज कि आई थिंक दिस ईयर, आई डोंट वांट टू जिंक्स इट, बट व्हाट इज देयर, राइट? I think India should win the T20 World Cup with the team that we have. Like we are by far the strongest team, like by far. Like it's very difficult to defeat India unless like 7 out of 11, some random numbers again. Why 7? Don't ask me why. Like unless 7 out of 11 players in the team screws up, we should be winning this World Cup on a particular day, right? Again, we will be the strongest team. We'll keep winning every match till the finals, and then Travis Head will come and give us a Travis Head problem. Unless that happens, India is winning this World Cup. But again, in that World Cup team, don't take Kuldeep and Sanju in. उसको बाहर ही रहने दो. पानी पिलाओ, खुद पानी पियो, खाओ पियो, ऐश करो, बाहर बैठो. क्या है यार, एक वर्ल्ड कप विनिंग टीम का पार्ट बन जाओ. आके एंड में एक ट्रॉफी उठा लेना, थोड़ा स्माइल देना, फोटो लेना, पर अपना बाहर ही बैठो. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, अंदर आने का जरूरत ही नहीं है. There is no need to come inside. Just stay outside, enjoy the match, be a glorified spectator, carry drinks wherever needed, and yeah. तो उसको बाहर कर दो दोनों को, संजू और कुलदीप को.
So long time bits and pieces lovers know about PGK and his love for R. Ashwin. If we were to think of a similar lover for Kuldeep Yadav, that would not be Iman Pandey, that would be Prashant, PDP. So PDP, please come in here and defend your boy Kuldeep Yadav, who is going through the yips right now.
Yeah, he is absolutely going through that. It actually reminds me of what happened to him after the 2019 World Cup. So right up to and including the 2019 World Cup, Kuldeep and Chahal were bowling really well for India, and they were taking wickets in those middle overs and whatnot. And then I think it was Bairstow and Roy who went after Kuldeep in the game against England, and they basically, even if they were beaten in the flight, they just went through their shots and they hammered him basically. And that's when the whole thing started that, he's too slow, he's not getting enough nip, he's not getting enough bite. And he went through a little bit of a crisis of confidence. India actually dropped him, I think, for the games afterwards. I don't think he played the semi-final. I don't think he played, So they dropped him, they brought back Jadeja, actually. That was the switch, I think, that they made. No?
I think Jadeja was playing, but you're right. I think Kuldeep was dropped. Yeah.
Kuldeep was dropped after that game, and it was. I think he had a little bit of a crisis of confidence. Then he had to go away, come back. He came back, but I think he is going through something similar right now, where he's not getting the ball to drift. When he's at his best, Kuldeep gets amazing drift. It is. Like if you see his bowling throughout the 23 World Cup, right? Especially the game against England. There's one, or you can think back to the even more YouTubeable wickets, no, Babar Azam and so on. It's the drift that does you as much as the turn, and he's not getting that kind of drift anymore, and he's not getting that kind of dip anymore. So obviously there is something going wrong, and it boils down to biomechanics. So yeah, you're absolutely right. What?
All right. Technical बना दिया. चलो.
No,
Okay.
you only said no yips. That means what? It is biomechanics. There's something which is not happening properly in his action, or whatever.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
that one was a bit-
नहीं.
वो डर गया
I
I only
have,
told.
I have a different take. I thought that he had started working in the IPL on this flipper, but trying to make it flatter all the time to get, stop people from getting under his ball, which I think has taken away the fact that he was flighting it properly. He was allowing people to get a look at the ball before it dips. I don't know if dip died or that he just changed himself, whatever, biomechanics or just his own intent to. But after he became flatter, I just think he didn't have that lethal effect anymore. He was neither getting wickets nor being very effective in keeping the run rate down. And I think, like, after you told me, I checked between 2021 and 2020, he played only two games each year. Like, he
Yeah.
never played the entire year. He was
Yeah.
completely out of the equation.
yeah.
But he's got IPL wickets in at least 2022 onwards, and then he slowly come back into the game. But I still feel like he's just not fitting into the Varun Chakravarti. He's not adding the whole one guy who bowls it flat and one guy who's flighting it. He's not adding any additional dimension to the bowling. So I think he's kind of kicked himself out, unfortunately.
Yeah, अक्षर खेलेगा उसकी जगह पे. By the way, I was just observing what Murli was saying. Like patiently and intently, I was listening to what he was saying. He
Diligently.
used few words: under the ball and feel. That reminds me of a few memes.
Biomechanics.
A few biomechanics, biohacks that we can really talk.
Yips are coming.
Not really.
Nutgraph.gif has happened. Yeah.
Under the ball. कैसे हो रहा है वो वाला? Need to please put the appropriate gif around.
Nutgraph.gif.
Yeah, proper. Yeah. But I think Kuldeep he generally doesn't fit into this squad anymore because Akshar will come in ahead of him. Yeah, primarily because Akshar, by the way, takes wickets because people feel it is easier to hit him because he's flat. But he's a clever character. Like he doesn't take wickets because if you defend him, of course he won't take wickets. But if you go after him, generally he's he's a very clever character. Wicket le leta hai wo. I think Akshar will come in, and he adds a little bit of more variety than what Kuldeep will do. So he and Varun Chakravarti will be our frontline spinners.
I have a very different problem with the bowling. I just really worried that if one of Jasprit Bumrah or Arshdeep get injured, fucker Harshit Rana will play the entire tournament.
Yeah.
We have nobody else.
Without that,
And
also
then I
he
think
might play. Without even Arshdeep getting injured, he might play because he might play instead of Arshdeep.
Arshdeep, yeah.
वो खेल सकता है और हर्षित राणा का बात है ना कि उसका भी किस्मत चल रहा है बॉस तो विद किस्मत maybe we will he's like our जोगिंदर शर्मा टाइप्स T20 वर्ल्ड कप हीरो वो बन जाएगा उसको छक्का मार मार के लोग थक गए हैं ना हाउ मेनी सिक्सेस विल यू हिट हिम 2 मार लेगा 3 मारेगा फिर वो सेम जगह बॉल करता है ही इज लाइक वेंकटेश प्रसाद कि यार मैंने एक जगह बॉल किया डबल डुर करके बॉल बैट के नीचे छक्का पड़ा फट से ओ तुमने छक्का मारा चलो दोबारा मार के दिखाओ फट से छक्का ओ तुमने दोबारा मारा सो ही इज लाइक न्यू एज वेंकटेश प्रसाद कि यार मैं गांधी जी हूं मैं हाथ खाऊंगा तो मैं फिर ये वाला अपना गाल आगे कर दूंगा सो फाइन हर्षित राणा विल टेक विकेट सो इट्स गुड सी द थिंग इज एटलीस्ट विद वरुण चक्रवर्ती 4 ओवर्स इज गारंटीड कि रन नहीं पड़ेगा बुमराह का भी पता नहीं है बुमराह इज आल्सो गेटिंग स्मैक्ड ऑल अराउंड द पार्क नाउ आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट हो गया है बट ठीक है हर्षित राणा विल टेक विकेट्स इट्स हिम और अर्शदीप ईदर ऑफ दीस टू
So India announced the squad for this T20 World Cup on December 23rd, by the way. That's what Cricinfo tells me, which is a whole 2 months before ICC announced that this World Cup is happening itself. So I don't know why so much in advance this squad was announced. The squad, of course, still has Sanju Samson. It has Kuldeep Yadav also. And it has Tilak Verma, who has since undergone some strange surgery about, since we were
And
talking
Washington
about
Sundar
hand.
also.
Who's
And
Washington
Washington
injured?
Sundar.
Sundar.
Who is
Yeah,
injured?
he's also
Yeah.
saying that he's coming back bit by bit.
Washington.
At least in Instagram, he's trying to make it look like he's,
Oh,
yeah.
amazing squad. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to make any changes to the
They keep
squad?
advance
Because
is because they had to book tickets. Na ticket prices are becoming very expensive. So पहले से tickets book करने के लिए
Indigo.
Indigo के tickets book करने के लिए है, because one of our Indigo is very jam packed because one of our core core members of BNP, Mr. Mohan Krishnamurthy, is booking tickets all over the country. So Indigo from city A to B to C to D वो दिन में 5 फ्लाइट ले रहा है, तो बढ़ जा रहा है फ्लाइट. तो Indian team thought कि boss, let's declare the team upfront so the tickets can be booked. Yeah.
The good thing though is this time they don't have to book tickets to Sri Lanka, as news has just emerged that Pakistan have pulled out of their game against India, which was supposed to happen in Sri Lanka. So now this World Cup has a strange kind of dynamic going, South Asian dynamic. Firstly, we can finally credit the BCCI with something positive. They have managed to make friends out of various pairs of foes, right? So Pakistan and Bangladesh have been foes for many years politically, right? Used to be one country, then got split. India, of course, sided with Bangladesh back then and helped them beat Pakistan in the war of 1971. My history is not very, very good. And since then, there has always been some bit of animosity between Pakistan and Bangladesh up until now, where Bangladesh pulled out of the T20 World Cup because of Mustafizur, and Pakistan has then expressed solidarity. So basically, BCCI have brought Pakistan and Bangladesh back to friendly terms after having reunited Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, because Bangladesh also said they prefer to go and play their games in Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
who of course are their famous enemies in the world of cricket. So that is another pair whose dynamics have been mended by the BCCI. And now latest news is that Pakistan have pulled out of their game against India, which was supposed to happen in Sri Lanka.
No,
So
sir.
this is
This
what Modi wanted to put out, right? Because when he said Aman ki आशा, right? यही तो है. वो मोदी ने बोला था अमन की आशा कि किसी और ने बोला था? जो भी बोला था उसको जोड़ दो इसके लिए. इसको जोड़ दो. This is अमन की आशा between neighbors.
Aman ki Asha.
भाई, कौन
What
बोला
is
था यार
Aman
अमन?
ki Asha? Who said Aman ki Asha? Atal Bihari Vajpayee. PDP, please fact check this.
no. Hey, forget Aman ki Asha and all. I just find this today's news fascinating because it is the equivalent of killing the hostage, right? The India-Pakistan game is like the sort of, that's like your blockbuster in every, which is why they always put them in the same group, etc., etc. So that is the blockbuster, and that is the game which makes sense to both teams in terms, I mean, to both countries in terms of viewership and all that. The logic has always been that it makes sense for neither board to jeopardize this fixture, which is basically in tournament terms, that's basically like the hostage. Like, it does not make sense to kill the hostage, except that Pakistan have done it, and they've basically said that we don't care for this fixture anymore. We're not affected by it. Until now, whatever posturing has happened has never been at the cost of the India-Pakistan game. Whatever, they don't shake hands, they do fake machine gun actions, whatever, however badly they behave, and whatever the posturing is, we will not tour your country, you will not tour our country, we will play in Abu Dhabi, Sri Lanka, whatever. The fixture itself has never been in question. And it is actually unprecedented across, I don't think either India or Pakistan has ever pulled out of a fixture, has ever boycotted a fixture against each other.
Yeah.
I think this is the first. See, playing is the always on choice, right? Both of them make money now. First time Pakistan, I think, is realizing India stand to make more from this than even we do. That even if this loss is a sizable one for us, we need to hurt them by not playing at all as an option. And this is the only way they can flex, because they don't have anything else that they can flex as a we are bigger than you. They don't have even 1/10 or 100th the money. They don't have a squad that can even win like I don't know, under 19 World Cup. But I think that they at least have this where we won't play at all, so you can't sell your tickets or sell your fancy flights and hotels too. You're also going to pay the brunt of it. And people are writing about how Pakistan could be fined their share of the revenue, even if that's the case, I think they'll just keep contesting it for a while. But India stands to pay a significant price by Pakistan not playing. At least that's my take outside looking in.
हम नहीं कमाएंगे हमारी मर्जी.
No, I think it's fine, right? Yeah, trying to compare this World Cup, or for that matter, the World Cup prior to this, like any of these T20 World Cups with any of the World Cups that have happened in the past, I think it's not. World Cup है, पर वो World Cup नहीं है यार. ये तो मतलब ये तो बचपना है. Just like child's play. क्या है? कोई मतलब these World Cups, these T20 World Cups have no meaning anyway. Financially, financially, of course, like wherever there is a match, BCCI gains the most primarily because of the percentage of revenue share that they have right across and viewership. So Pakistan playing or not playing is not going to make any difference to Pakistan, either Pakistan or India. Like this is, it's like dead rubber type. इंडिया के लिए फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा क्योंकि दे एनीवे मेक व्हाटएवर रेवेन्यू दे हैड टू मेक प्लस इट्स लाइक एडिंग वन मोर ड्रॉप इनटू अ बिग ओशन ऑफ pool of money which they anyway make, right? For Pakistan, anyway, they were not going to make a lot of money. मतलब ठीक है, they might lose a bit, but ठीक है, मतलब I don't think it's significant even for them. This T20 World Cup, so to say. Had it been a ODI World Cup, it would थोड़ा सा होता, I think. Like the stakes would have been a little more higher than T20 World Cup. But I generally think this T20 World Cup, yeah, you think of it, no, you go ask people who follow cricket closely, उनसे फट से question पूछ लो, when is this T20 World Cup going to start? They won't be able to tell you. Oh, लड़खड़ा
Yeah,
जाएगा.
nobody knows. Nobody knows there's a World Cup starting next week. Yeah, Ravi, it's literally reached the stage where it is just like the sixes in a T20 match. Apparently, there were 38 sixes hit in yesterday's India-New Zealand T20 game. That is roughly 1-6 every over, right? So World Cups are also becoming as frequent as sixes in T20 games now. These T20 World Cups are happening literally every year, right? So किसी को पता नहीं है, and that this World Cup is happening in India, so there is no excuse for there not being enough hype around this World Cup. The only reason people know there is a World Cup coming is because Bangladesh pulled out of it, and now Pakistan have been saying, you know, they will support Bangladesh and they might pull out, and then Bangladesh might come back instead.
And Sanju,
Yeah.
and news around Sanju hagufying everywhere.
But
थोड़ा सा news बना.
no, but also just look at the groups, right? So
This is the important thing. I
Yeah,
was just
so
coming
if
to
you-
that. So,
yeah, so if you look
India
at
and
the
Pakistan are in the same group. There
And
are
the same
4 groups
group.
of 5.
exactly,
Yeah.
and you're going to have 8 teams. So you're going to have 2 groups from that India-Pakistan group, and it will be India and Pakistan. So what happens when
Unless,
they?
unless India H1B, which is the USA team, once again manages to defeat Pakistan they are in the same group. But you're right. Pakistan, basically, PCB has done the calculation. They were like, okay, we
Yeah.
play India in every World Cup. They keep putting us in the group stage. We keep losing to them. It becomes a meme. It becomes a joke. Everyone watches the game. It only piles even more ignominy on top of our team. What if we don't play this game? Can we still progress? And somebody sat there, played all the probabilities. Okay, we have to play Namibia.
Not
we have
someone,
to
Mohan
play
Krishnamurthy.
Krishnamurthy, who's the consultant of PCB. So we have to play Namibia, we have to play Netherlands, we have to play USA. What are the odds that we will end up losing all these 3 games in Sri Lanka in a random pitch that none of these countries have any idea how to play? We have just managed to defeat Australia 3-0 in subcontinental conditions in a T20 tournament. Nobody knew about that, but even we didn't know that we were capable of doing
Even
that,
I
but we
didn't
did
know
do
that.
that. Exactly.
Their Prime Minister tweeted about it. Okay, that
Prime
was
Minister
like,
tweeted about it after the first T20 itself. I am
Yeah,
so
yeah,
happy
yeah.
with the progress of Pakistan cricket. I'm not making this up,
After
yeah.
Truth Social, I don't need political leader posts. It is just too depressing to read anything put by people. But I understand if Pakistan have won, I think their thoughts are very easy. At least one person on the board should have been like, but they can actually lose a game. If any team was capable of losing one game against one of these 3, that's Pakistan. They're totally capable and they could get kicked out. But I think they're taking that chance.
Yeah, so this tweet by Shehbaz Sharif, which PDP mentioned, I'll read out this, right? This was prime premature ejaculation because the team was about to go and win 2 more games. And they've actually increased the margin of victory, right? The games have been getting more and more easy wins for Pakistan. They won their first game by about 40 runs, the second game by about 80 runs, and the third game by 100 runs. Like Australia just destroyed by their spin each and every time. After the first of those games itself, Shehbaz Sharif tweeted that, well done. The exact tweet is, well done, Team Pakistan, for an electrifying performance against Australia in the first T20. I also appreciate Chairman PCB Mohsin Naqvi, Mr. Medal, that he didn't say, I'm just putting inside parentheses, and his entire team for their tireless efforts in strengthening Pakistan cricket. Proud moment for the nation. This was tweeted. And uske baad Pakistan went 2 steps further and beat Australia again. Australia, B, C, whatever, but I mean, it had Travis Head in the 11, so it's okay. You can give them some credit for beating a team that had Travis Head in it, and by using a team that had Babar Azam in it. For that also, you have to give them credit. So, well done, Pakistan overall. I'm sure PCB did their calculations and said, okay, the odds of us losing all those games against these three teams and not qualifying to the Super 8s, and the most important point in this is, unlike prior editions of the World Cup, you do not carry forward points from the league stage to the Super 8
Exactly.
stage. So the forfeiture is not going to cost Pakistan anything, except
net
for
run rate, I guess.
I don't understand that clause which was written. I mean, how does net run rate matter? They're not carrying net run rate towards the Super 8 stage either.
Oh, they don't?
It's a separate.
It's a whole new 8.
Carry them.
Oh,
It's a whole new 8.
It's like, okay, so you wipe the slate clean. So then it basically doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It's a
matter.
very
Though that
smart
clause
move
about net
for
run
them to
rate was
forfeit.
very confusing anyway. If it is left as an exercise to the reader anyway, if to try and understand what the net run rate implications are, though they should not matter once the Super 8 comes. However, Pakistan, I think, might have overestimated their ability when it comes to qualifying by beating Netherlands, Namibia, and USA. But they have also underestimated their ability to go further in the tournament because they are fairly confident they are not going to have another match against India, either in the semi-finals or the final. Which is also a bit of I would say, an underestimation given what Pakistan is actually capable of doing in knockout tournaments once they get on a roll and get into the latter stages. So you have a very real possibility now of an India-Pakistan final getting slated. I don't know if they. What is the plan, by the way, if India and Pakistan have to play the final? Will it be in Ahmedabad? Will it be in Colombo? Will it be in Abu Dhabi? Will it happen? Will it not happen? Yeah.
So in the words of Joker, do I seem like a man with a plan?
Yeah.
You know, is it none of this looks like it has been thought through, or for all we know, they may just roll back on this. This may just be posturing. We don't even know if they will actually end up not playing that game. But even if they do, I think they're just making this up as they go along. But
Vibe coding is.
yeah, exactly. And if you look at all the groups, right, the guys in Group D are actually that's the group, I think, with New Zealand, South Africa, and Afghanistan. Yeah, that's the only hard group, right? That's the only group where there is even a contest. Basically, you can afford to completely ignore the group stages of this World Cup. You know exactly what is going to happen. You know who's going to get crushed, except for that last group. I mean, that's the only group that's worth watching.
I think England, West Indies, Bangladesh group can be fun if West Indies suck a little bit and make Bangladesh like.
Bangladesh,
Sir, please do FIFO and come back.
Yeah, please.
Bangladesh out. Oh my God, there's no other group. Yeah. Bangladesh now the Pakistan is out. They inspired.
Yeah, if Bangladesh comes back, it will be in the India group. It will be in place of Pakistan. It's a very interesting conundrum that's going to happen. So Scotland has taken Bangladesh's place. Of course, this is older news, which MuSa doesn't know because he left Scotland for a few days to play for slightly better teams in Chennai. He doesn't know what is happening anymore in European cricket.
Vaguely and all the drama that happened with it, but see, it was so easily forgotten also. Bangladesh didn't even make enough of drama. Pakistan took the thunder away.
By the way, PDP just demonstrated to us what Bangladesh did. They left the World Cup and then they came back. Now they're putting their Air Force back.
I don't know, man.
Which is why I was saying it's a good thing in this World Cup that nobody actually knows that a World Cup is starting next week. Because in reality, there might actually be no World Cup that is starting next week. Because teams are pulling out left, right, and center. It's unclear whether this World Cup will happen or if it happens, whether it will matter to anything. So what do Pakistan really stand to lose?
When I'm seeing Group C, it has England, Italy, Scotland, first three teams.
Italy is playing a World Cup. I mean, I was very amazed by this the last time we did the podcast. Yeah.
That was the Australian guy who got them right to the qualifier.
Joe Burns.
And then after that, he dropped. He got dropped, right?
Who?
He got dropped by Italy. Can you imagine? Joe Burns got dropped by Italy, but Babar Azam has not been dropped by Pakistan. That is where we are.
That's true. Kyun kharab hai usme? That's right. Why should Pakistan drop Babar Azam? Such a great player. Shouldn't be
Some
dropped.
guy called Wayne Madsen is now the captain.
No, but what will happen actually in reality if Pakistan actually don't play that game is that the broadcasters will, there will be an exit clause for broadcasters, right? And there won't be an exit clause, but there'll be a a ladder down clause. The revenue that the tournament generates from the broadcaster will definitely go down in this
Yeah,
case,
one
right?
person will be very unhappy if that match doesn't happen. Who is Kumar? Kumar Damasena. Yeah, bichara, he won't be able to put like Instagram videos. He point of a shit in India Pakistan match. यार वो बहुत सही Instagram video बनाता है कुमार धामसन. I don't know if he's trying to troll or he's genuinely being nice. Like, what is he? He'll be very unhappy by the way. I'm pretty sure he would have
Yes.
been appreciating. Yes, correct. The answer is yes. Like he would have been the umpire for this match, but boss गया हो तो उसका एक Instagram post आ गया बेचारे का. Like he would have nicely put one Instagram post.
Hi everyone, I'm in Melbourne, one of my favorite grounds. Before the Ashes, I'm doing the Boxing Day Test match over here. So, yeah, a bit cold here, but my favorite places.
Correct.
If Pakistan play India in the Super 8, what was the plan initially before
Pakistan
they-
won't play Super 8, India in the Super 8. Who knows? Can someone check and say, do teams play again in the Super 8? The teams they've already played in the league stage? Probably
League
not.
में No, I don't think they will. Super 8 में अलग अलग हो जाएगा ना. Super 8 है यार. तो Super 8 will play each other. They will play each other. Why not?
They will play 6 games, or do they play 8 games? Yeah, this tournament is going to go on for fucking ever, man.
Yeah, this will become the next 2007 World Cup.
The beauty of cricket is there is nowhere you can go to find out the answers to these questions, right? You can of course sit with the cricket for calendar and say, "Acha, itna match hai to then maybe they don't play. Itna match hai to 7C6 करके देखना पड़ेगा."
The Super 8 has only 12 games, so
इतना जेमिनाई करने के बाद भी यह हालत है यार नितिन बॉस सिंपल क्वेश्चन डा
There are
12,
correct. He was
12,
right. There are only 12
games.
Super 8 games. How do you explain there are only 12 Super 8 games? Then it is definitely not every team plays every other team.
Correct.
So Super 8s में दो group है basically.
Correct.
That
Correct.
is what it
yeah,
means.
4C3.
Which also means you will be
4P3,
put in
yeah.
a different group than your group mate from the first group because you are too talkative. The teacher will put you in separate classrooms. So Pakistan will not play them in the Super 8s
Unless they
The
make
only-
it to the semis.
Exactly.
unless they.
And also
or,
get slaughtered
no, they
against
can still
India.
avoid them. They can still play in the Super 8s in such a way that they don't run into India in the semis.
Possible, yeah, they can finish third.
Except India will not play ball. India will play more shittily than Pakistan think they will. Accidentally, they will have to play. But the good thing about meeting them in the semis is you don't have the risk of meeting them in the final, which is
But Pakistan against
Yeah.
India knockouts, we've lost right now. Pakistan and India, we have history now of losing knockouts.
we are not talking about winning and losing. We are talking about match happening and where happening. First question you answer. Winning, losing, and all what. See, that's what I'm saying. Pakistan underestimated and overestimated in the same thing. Very similar to what their under 19 team, by the way, did today.
I don't think they estimated anything. उन्होंने देखा बॉस करते हैं थोड़ा सा कर दिया क्या क्या जा रहा है बॉस आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज एनी थॉट प्रोसेस व्हिच हैज गॉन इतना सोच लेता पाकिस्तान तो फिर कहां पहुंच गया रहता पाकिस्तान यार कहां पहुंच गया
You're
रहता
right. No. So you are applying Handlum's racer, which I appreciate.
वो 500,000 लोगों को पाकिस्तानी वीजा मिल रहा है ना स्पेन में वो सोच रहा है उनके दिमाग में वो चल रहा है कि मैं कैसे वहां पर वीजा ले लूं जाके उनके दिमाग में सब नहीं चल रहा है अभी वो वीजा लेने का सोच रहा है
Mohsin Naqvi is going to Spain with the trophy.
No, Mohsin Naqvi and his cousins, they are all in Spain to get visa.
Ali Naqvi.
Ali Naqvi.
Wajahatullah Wasti. Random 90s Pakistani cricketers. Fazle Akbar.
अपना भी तो एक नकवी था वो
Mohammad Wasim.
समीर नकवी वो भी तो है
ये कौन है? बॉलीवुड सिंगर
समीर
समीर
सिद्दीकी।
नकवी समीर सिद्दीकी
हाँ
ये हमारा
We are now imagining entirely new players.
अभी ChatGPT has gone on the wrong track. No, let's actually play this game. Who can come up? We need to, it's like word building, okay? I don't know in what order you guys are seeing the bits and pieces panel, I'm seeing Iman, Prashant, myself, Murli. So in this order, we are going to go. Everybody gets 3 seconds to think. You
Okay.
have to come up with one random 90s Pakistani cricketer's name and you have to keep going until someone is not able to come up with a name. And it starts Iman, Prashant, myself, Murli. That's the order. Iman goes first. You get 3 seconds to think.
Saur Rahman.
Very good. Prashant.
Does Ijaz Ahmed count as a random Pakistani cricketer?
He's not random.
I will let it, since it is trials first round, I will let it go. But Ijaz Ahmed is too accomplished, doesn't qualify. Next time you will be kicked out. My turn. Mohammad Akram. Murli, you have 3 seconds.
Imran Nasir.
Mohammad Wasim.
Shahid Nazir.
Back to you. Oh my God.
Mohammad Wasim.
Mohammad Zahid. Hey, तुम्हारा turn नहीं है. Wait करो. Mohammad Zahid. Now back to Murli Sadgopal.
Oh, I'm thinking too random, man. I can't think of like.
Think Toronto, Dad. That's all. Just think Toronto. Like,
I'm thinking of like Azhar Mahmood, and I'm like, oh, these guys are like far too established.
You have wasted way too much time. You are going to get penalty if you don't in 3 seconds. You are giving up.
I'm giving up. I can't.
What a
think of
guy.
random
Murli is
names.
out. Eliminated. Iman, your turn.
Zainub Razvi.
Extra points for randomness. Prashant, your turn. 3 seconds once you recover from laughter.
Nadeem Khan.
Oh boy, that is a good one. Okay. Wasim Haider.
Oh, nice one.
Salman Butt.
Salman Butt was 90s.
Rejected.
huh?
Rejected. Salman Butt has scored 6 centuries just against India, and you pick Salman Butt. You are rejected. Iman out.
Chang, you are just pulling out Salman Butt statistics from your ass like this. Like,
From Salman's butt.
Butt. Yeah.
Like,
Like 6 centuries. Like,
Centuries.
Prashant, you have 5 seconds. Let's go.
Hey, wait,
You and me.
Ra,
Now,
wait. Huh?
Only 2 seconds per thought.
Wait,
No,
Hassan
going.
Raza.
Asif Mustafa.
Atar Ali Khan.
Rashid Latif.
What? Atar Ali Khan. What?
It's only Prashant is in the game. I'm giving him 2 seconds to
Okay, wait.
come back. 1, 2. It's over, guys. I win.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was a fun game.
Fun game.
I love the names of some of the cricketers that came up. Super random.
Wasim Haider. I don't know where that came from.
But
Is he a real player?
definitely-
LGBT cricketer.
Iman wins the unfair play award for that fantastic answer, though.
I know, Brasi.
Oh my
Very good.
God.
Why did we start coming up with random Pakistani names?
Because they are not even coming to play against us.
This 11 might actually beat the current Pakistani 11, by the way. Isn't all of them? Yeah.
This is ironically true.
What did Pakistan do well in this tour? How did they beat Australia? They really brought an underwhelming squad. I saw
They are
Travis
only
and
spinning
Mitch Marsh.
tracks. Very spin-friendly tracks. And Pakistan ended up batting first in all the matches and scored runs. I don't know.
I
I've
saw
only
only
seen
one
scorecards.
song.
I'm
I saw Instagram reels about that guy, that Umar Tariq or whatever. That's the only reel that keeps.
correct. And Cameron Green claimed that he was bowling sidearm and illegal or whatever. Yeah.
Guys, by the way, why did we not chat about Shivam Dubey and his
Let's
dream
go for it.
as an all-rounder? Have you
We've
guys
been
seen?
waiting for you to bring up this burning topic. So please take it away.
It's a very important topic on which I have no opinion.
I have an opinion, actually. I don't know if we have spoken about this before. I know, by the way, we didn't spend enough time at all talking about the one-day series and Virat Kohli's amazing.
No, we will talk about it now. Yes.
I think it is very outdated. Nobody even remembers
Yeah.
that was a one-day series. Mainly, firstly, starting with us. It sounds totally imagined, but I think Kohli got a couple of hundreds and a 50. So and Rohit Sharma had unusually had a bad series. So Gambhir Voodoo is beginning to work at least on one of the two nemesis.
Do you think Kohli will come back into Test?
No, I don't. But what I wanted to talk about was when Kohli was captain, under Kohli's captaincy, everybody in the Indian team had beards, right? And in fact, everybody in India had beards, including myself at one stage. I had a thick beard. And I mean, we have to talk about it. It was a huge cultural phenomenon, right? And I think it was because of Kohli that an entire generation of Indian men, boys, generally, but the people in 20s, right? Everyone started having very ugly, scraggly, poorly manicured or unmanicured beards. Now that Kohli has left, Surya Kumar Yadav is the new captain. He is clean shaven. Since you mentioned Shivam Dubey, I was reminded, right? Dubey is also clean shaven, and a lot of the new players coming in don't seem to have that obsession with the beards. Of course, you still have players who played under Kohli.
Yes, by the way, have you heard about
Hanlon's razor, Occam razor.
There are variables which impact the outcome. There are variables which do not impact the outcome. Surya Kumar Yadav has no impact on the outcome. उसको तुम साइड भी कर दो. कोहली आया, दाढ़ी आया. कोहली गया, दाढ़ी गया. इसमें सूर्या कुमार आया है क्या?
No. I'm not saying anyone is following Surya Kumar Yadav's lead. Let's be very clear. That is not what I was trying to say. But I was trying to say that Surya Kumar Yadav, or rather ever since Kohli left, the next crop of cricketers don't seem to have the crop of hair under their or on their cheeks.
maybe गंभीर ने बोला होगा कि मैं जो तुमने दाढ़ी रखा
Gambhir also by the way. Gambhir, maybe it was Gambhir by the way. Gambhir has always been like
बोला होगा दाढ़ी रखे तो कर देंगे. सबने दाढ़ी गायब कर दिया.
नहीं सबने नहीं किया. So अभी भी हार्दिक नहीं, but this guy Bumrah still has a beard. KL Rahul still has a beard.
उसको कुछ बोल नहीं सकता बुमराह को. कुछ
KL Rahul को कुछ भी बोल सकता है सारे.
बोल सकता है. करेक्ट. KL कुछ भी बोल सकता है.
Sanju Samson still has a beard.
T20 टीम उसको क्यों नहीं लिया T20 टीम में KL Rahul को?
I think only the selectors
magical
can answer
things
this
for
question,
Karnataka.
Iman. You have to speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Answer is very simple, guys.
He never was part of the T20 team. He was not there in Barbados. How will he suddenly come into the team now? People who were there in Barbados itself have to now come back through sideways. Like Akshar Patel was one of the heroes of that World Cup final. तो उसको बोल रहा है अभी कुलदीप is not doing well, so he can come back into the team. उस कंडीशन में चल रहा है अभी, and you are like, oh, why is KL Rahul not there? Yeah.
KL Rahul is
People who
winning
play-
magical games for Karnataka. Da. He's busy.
हाँ, he's winning matches there.
Ranji Trophy.
Border 2 का मूवी का वो प्रमोट कर रहा है ना वो.
क्या मूवी?
Border 2. हाँ.
KL Rahul is promoting Border. Oh, because of Sunil Shetty connection.
हाँ, करना पड़ेगा उसको क्योंकि सुनील शेट्टी ने बोला है कि सब अगर कमेंट करोगे तो फिर जाके वो मूवी देखेगा अपने बेटे का. So he is getting into the social media nonsense now. It was a joke. There is no logic in this. मैं बकचोदी कर रहा हूँ.
Oh, I thought it's real. How the fuck could I know?
Man, I was seriously trying to understand this.
I thought maybe he put some tweet about Border 2.
No, but
How's the movie, by the way?
day.
क्या है यार?
ये मूवी कौन देखेगा यार?
No, but I think this is brilliant because you can't even tell now what is serious and what is parody. I mean, it is literally that. I mean, Iman says that he's promoting Border 2. We are like, oh, interesting. Okay, it's like
Sunil Shetty
Because he
connection.
is. No. Why is KL Rahul promoting Border 2? Is the question. What is the answer?
why?
Because he is Sunil Shetty's son-in-law Diol. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good यार. Nitin, very very good. हाँ तो क्या?
Very good.
You're trying to make some point around the one day. वो दाढ़ी पे? That's the point you wanted to make out of the entire ODI tournament. मैं जो दाढ़ी पे आ गया तुम बात लेके.
हाँ उतनी है point. That was the point was yeah.
क्रिकेट के बारे में कोई point नहीं था तुम्हारा. Oh, you did
Absolutely nothing.
It's full bhajanai for this दाढ़ी वाला point.
Bhajanai. Bhajanai.
अरे यार.
Hey, there were lots of fun takeaways from that ODI series, man. I
Dude,
thought
it was a
moved
great
on this.
series. Great series.
Please wax eloquent.
देखो यार, there are two huge comebacks happening in the world of sports. One is Virat Kohli coming back in one day. Second is Manchester United coming back in Premier League with Michael Carrick. You got to observe and get inspired.
I did.
Like, did perfect.
First, the Virat Kohli comeback, like I said, the first comeback was from that big box that they put because he tried to come back from the backside of that box.
हाँ,
that you
correct,
saw,
हाँ.
along with Rohit Sharma.
रोहित शर्मा.
And,
वो पहले पीछे
ये
निकल
match-
जा रहा था. उसको बोला इधर से निकल.
Somebody pushed it and closed that thing again. Basically, वो Undertaker moment, right? That was during the first match, which India won comfortably, reasonably comfortably. And
I
then
have a
got-
question. विराट और
Yes, right.
रोहित जब उस बॉक्स के अंदर था तो उन लोगों ने नट ड्राफ्ट किया एक दूसरे को.
that must have been the most uncomfortable. These guys, highest level cricketers, have faced, Mitchell Johnson in his prime. I don't know why I said Mitchell Johnson. Whoever, they faced the best bowlers in the world, from 22 yards away, under the pressure of a million people watching in their stands and a billion people watching on TV. I don't think they would have felt as uncomfortable and as unsettled as they did during those few brief moments. That they
I don't think Kohli would have
Perfect.
felt uncomfortable. Kohli would have nut graphed Rohit and had fun.
What would Rohit have done? That's the question.
Rohit, he was
झंडा गाड़ेंगे बारबाडोस में.
and that is reflective. And reflecting on the scores, ना कोहली का स्कोर देखो, रोहित का स्कोर देखो, कोहली had fun. उसने मस्ती कर लिया उस बॉक्स में.
He came back stronger from the experience.
Correct.
वो
When was
करके
Kohli
आया.
properly gone from ODIs? What is that phase? Because 2023 no, he was phenomenal, right? He was scoring hundreds at will. I mean, there is 2024. I can't really remember what he was like, but I wouldn't call ODI such a massive comeback or anything. I think he's been constantly like putting runs
Kohli
on the board. Yeah.
यार इतना रन नहीं मार रहा था लास्ट सेंचुरी.
Yeah, Kohli had a very lean patch in 2024 in one-day cricket because there were no one-day matches in 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
I think. Yeah. Actually, maybe we should check what Virat Kohli's stats.
But what genuinely came back was Kohli's ability to pace the innings, because he was not able to pace innings even in most places, like even in T20s or in one days. Like he was scoring runs, 50-50 मार रहा था, but again spin के साथ out हो रहा था फट से. Like his
One-day में क्या कोई spin ही नहीं डालता है आजकल.
steady spin against उसकी weakness दिख रहा था. That is the point. And if you look at scores where he was not able to pace the innings properly, but these last three.
We have forgotten everything. Before this one-day series against New Zealand, there was a 3-match series against South Africa, which was the start of Kohli's dream run. Before that, they went to Australia for 3 one-dayers. Right? Yep. You guys remember what Kohli scored in those one-dayers? In the third one-dayer, which we all remember, Kohli scored a 74 not out and Rohit scored a 100, and India won that match. Now, who's going to tell me how much Kohli scored in the 2 matches before that?
0 and something.
0 and 2.
0 and 0 or something.
0 and 0.
Yeah,
and that came after the Champions Trophy final, which I watched live, by the way. I said, no one-day match. I went and watched this live. He scored 1 against New Zealand in the Champions Trophy final. So he had 1-0-0. After that, he's been scoring.
Run नहीं हो रहा था. So he genuinely he didn't get runs. Like he was not getting runs. Honestly, even in one day as well. नहीं मिल रहा था उसको runs. Like the thing is, these 3 matches, Kohli.
Before that run of 1-0-0, he had 250s, actually 150, 100 and 180 in the previous 5 games. So there was no lull in form.
The problem था, there was like massive discussions happening कि बस Kohli slow कर दे रहा है. Like one days have become like 350 का score करने के लिए Kohli used to go slow on, his pacing was a problem.
I think he was player of the tournament in the Champions Trophy. He had 100.
He's been playing very well da. Like I can't remember a lull. இது எப்படி இருக்குன்னா மச்சான் எனக்கு கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இல்ல ஏன் எனக்கு காலேஜ்ல கேர்ள்ஸே இல்ல அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. எனக்கு ஓடிஐஸே இல்லடா. Like there weren't matches for him to score 100, so he didn't score.
Rachin was player of tournament, but only because Kohli failed in the final. The final में if he had scored 40 runs, they would have given it to him. They gave consolation prize.
But I have a question.
BCCA बोल रहा है सारे लोग will give Rachin Ravindra. So, by the way, that was ICC applying BCCA jinx on BNP jinx on Rachin Ravindra, who is currently can't score a run in the T20 series. We complete shit, by the way. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, guys, after the 2023 World Cup, when India were playing ODI cricket at such a sublime level, like so far ahead of everyone else. There's no way I would have believed you if you told me that 2 years from now New Zealand will beat India in an ODI series in India. I mean, it just seemed impossible, and they did it. And 2 years before they beat us at home in a Test series, if you told me that New Zealand would beat India at home in a Test series, I would have said no chance. I mean, the drop-offs are just so sudden and so strange, actually.
So after that World Cup, India's first one-day series assignment was Gambhir's first series in Sri Lanka, where they went and nicely put 30 and came. They lost the series. So what is the sublime form that you're talking about after the 2023 World Cup?
In the 2023, in the 2023. Yeah, they were playing at a different level.
Correct.
And under Gambhir, we've put 30 everywhere. We've got so much. Like he's got that one England. Adala kuda he drew, but that one England star he has sutti. He's got a pile. What is that? Shit pizza, da. Shit pizza.
Iman, what do you have to say? How do you defend your KKR legend Gautam Gambhir at this point?
I can't defend him, यार. जो उसको भगाओ यार. अभी पर प्रॉब्लम क्या है? T20 वर्ल्ड कप हम जीत जाएंगे या फिर either we'll win it or we'll lose it in the finals. फिर वो रहेगा यार.
Which is a defeat. Losing in the final will be considered a big defeat. You see, India currently have won the last two ICC trophies. Right now, the mahal is win or second prize is a bag of shit. You saw Djokovic today got a plate for winning the coming second in the. Nobody cares. That fellow is twice the age of the other guy. He has no business competing with him. Nobody cares. You get a plate and then you fuck off.
No, but
That's
also
No, but Viksit Bharat is 2047. No, what are you saying?
cricket is exempted from that list. Sorry.
no, but the point is that all your ICC tournaments have been progressively getting more and more ridiculous. It's almost like you're trying to every time you're pushing the limit of how nonsensical you can make the event and
Correct.
how much
Yeah.
credibility.
Jamie Overton's window.
Where
Correct. पहले Hank used to go put those, pitch का वो pitch पे. अभी साला ऑस्ट्रेलिया कोई भी आया गया आदमी चला जा रहा है, एडी चले जा रहा है, अभी टोनी गया वो भी लगा रहा है पिच, अभी बीच में विशाल भी लगाना चालू कर दिया है. पहले ओनली हैंक, एटलीस्ट कुछ रेस्पेक्ट था, वो आदमी असिस्टेंट टू एसोसिएट टू अ डेप्यूटी वाइस चांसलर आदमी करता था. अभी आए राम गए राम कोई भी एक फालतू डिजिटल मार्केटियर, एक एड प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर, एक वो एडी पता नहीं क्या है.
एक sec. I'm not following the disparate threads. PDP was trying to make a point about how World Cups are getting more ridiculous.
वर्ल्ड कप में पहले
You've
हैंक
suddenly gone into Australian immigration policy. I don't understand. Are these connected in some way that I don't understand?
because पहले का टूर्नामेंट्स में एटलीस्ट हैंक इज टू गो पुट द रोल आउट दोस पिचेस. अभी तो साला वो
In
रैंडम
Australia? In Australia?
everywhere in the world, because हैंक का यार वो तुम, how did you miss this joke?
the yoga mat pitch ra.
Fuck darn Nitin, shit, how could you miss this joke?
Oh, it's about pitches.
Pitches.
Oh, drop-in pitches. Oh, because drop-in pitches are from Australia, you brought an Australian angle.
Hank
That
used to
is
go,
what's
yeah, now Addy is putting, Vichal is putting, Tony also is putting, random guys. At least Hank had some credibility पहले, assistant to an associate to a professor to a vice chancellor. अभी ये random plumber number भी आ गया है सब पिच लगाने के लिए. Hence, yeah, completely getting ridiculous with every passing year.
Okay, PDP. What did you mean by the World Cups are getting more ridiculous?
No, he meant like the things that are happening around it, right?
No,
The
it
stuff
is-
that Bangladesh.
No, what I was saying
Geopolitics.
is basically what you have
Fuck.
what you've been saying for a long time, that cricket is a non-serious sport. Okay, and almost to illustrate your point, every World Cup has been getting successively more contrived and ridiculous.
How can you say? We have brought Italy to play this World Cup. When is the last time that happened?
So the India,
Honestly, this is what cricket should do. You should have a tournament with 20 countries playing. It's good, actually. It sounds
No,
like a World
that's
Cup.
that's not my issue. The
Cricket
tournament.
is not a sport that is governed by geopolitics. It is governed by geopolitics. JIO.
about free trade agreements that we have signed with Europe. तो इटली आया, पर स्कॉटलैंड क्यों आया? वो तो यूरोप का पार्ट है क्या स्कॉटलैंड?
है?
वो ब्रेक्सिट हो गया
हाँ,
उसका है?
What is your question?
नहीं तो ये फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट साइन हुआ ना, उस चक्कर में हुआ ये सब, इन लोग सब आ गए.
Melonia.
Meloni.
Set to the tune of Salomia. Excellent. Okay.
No, Italy didn't come on trade agreement and all. They got Australians to play good cricket. Trade agreement now you can't qualify for World Cup.
So this Italy squad actually doesn't have a lot of Indians in it, right? So who is playing cricket in Italy? Like, you should tell us about this, Murli, as the foreign correspondent.
No, from what I gathered during that time, there were some Australians who were much older who were playing a key role in the squad. But there are some broadly
The name of the captain is Wayne Madsen. Wayne Madsen
Yeah,
is 42 years old. He's the captain. I'll read out the names. John Smuts is playing for them. You remember John Smuts? He used to play for South
Holland.
Africa.
No.
These are
Maybe
South
one of
Africans,
those.
Australians, and some
Harry Manenti, Grant
Indo-European-
Stewart, Ben Manenti, Ali Hassan, Marcus Campopiano. These names, a lot of them sound. There is one Sri Lankan name for sure. One Jasprit Singh is there. I think this is quota selection. Syed Naqvi, Zain Ali don't sound Italian to me. But most of the other names sound very Italian or very Caucasian, at least. So
they would have still been people who were probably originated in Italy but played elsewhere and came in. I think that from what I could gather, it was a motley crew of folks who've played in other leagues, especially in Australia and clearly out from South Africa as well, who've come together. Not that many Indians. This is not an H1B type of team representation for Europe. They actually got a whole bunch of different people, and they played very well in the European ECN network before they rose to. So this is like been 3-4 years of them coming up slowly and then winning the qualifier.
What is the European ECN network? There is Isala Cup Namde in Europe also. ECN. What is this network?
They used to have like T10 and then now they became.
These are the funny videos that go viral. These are the funny videos like double bounce. Adula Italy played well, then they came.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a shit pizza.
Yeah, they started from down. There are other popular teams. Scotland, Ireland have always been there, but Italy and now slowly, Spain, Germany is also playing decently. We'll see.
Spain, because Mohsen Naqvi is going there with his visa. And the Asia Cup trophy.
Yeah.
Latest thing is ICC, this is just went on Cricinfo. So ICC has apparently responded to PCB's decision to boycott their game against India.
Saying,
And they've said, they hope that PCB will reconsider the significant and long-term implications for cricket in its own country, as this is likely to impact the global cricket ecosystem, which it is itself a member and beneficiary of. So this is basically ICC as passive-aggressively as possible telling PCB to
threatening to withhold money,
if you don't
basically.
show. Yeah, basically, that's what they say.
Yeah.
So basically, now they will apply. They will apply their own pro rata formula to decide which country gets how much revenue, and that Pakistan's share will go down dramatically if they pull out of this match.
Correct.
See,
The ICC notes the statement that the government of Pakistan has made regarding the national team to selectively participate. Blah blah. Anyway, ICC tournaments are built on sporting integrity, competitiveness, consistency, and fairness. And selective participation undermines the spirit and sanctity of these competitions.
Wow.
Is what they've said.
Wow.
This has been done in previous
This
World
they
Cups.
never said when India said they will go to Dubai to play World Cup. This,
Correct.
for the record, must be said.
Or when Australia forfeited games and all back in World Cups. This has been done before. This is not unheard of. It's not even new thing that they're talking about. What I think is crazy is I don't think one guy, one Max accounts fellow has done the math of how much Pakistan is going to lose if they were forfeiting this. Like, I just think this Mohsen Naqvi type of fellow said, no, we'll boycott. It's a cool idea. And then they just went through with it. I think the ICC is saying, hey guys, do numbers again. I think you will think it's worth playing. And then they may change their decision. I think this is the ICC's idea.
The way the current ICC revenue distribution does, this loss, whatever, would have or should have been federated across all the participating teams. But what they will now do is to recalculate and say it is not going to be federated, and that if a certain team pulls out, there will be a new calculation based on what the the potential revenue of that particular match would be. But that then gives Pakistan a bargaining chip to say, okay, if that is the actual pro rata that you are assigning to Pakistan, then that is the amount of money you should be giving us for actually playing these games. So
Wow.
which obviously the ICC is currently not giving to Pakistan, right? It disproportionately pays India for those games and not necessarily Pakistan. If you have now reached a stage where broadcasters' entire plans for these tournaments hinge on India and Pakistan playing each other multiple times, then both the teams, both the countries should be getting the media windfall of it, right? Which they currently aren't. So this is still 4D chess only, and ICC have played their cards exactly the way Pakistan would have wanted them to, right? If you think about it.
Yeah.
Most likely outcome is still Pakistan qualifies to the next round and doesn't have to play India. They will exit without the ignominy of losing to India,
I'm still saying that Pakistan will probably end up playing that fixture. This is posturing. It is
very possible that they will end up playing also.
You may get a thing from the Prime
But
Minister.
only if the ICC comes out and says something to the effect of, we are actually going to penalize you far more than what your revenue quota for this particular one match, if it is federated, would have been. And if they do it, this Pakistan loose cannon board is likely to make that public also. So I don't know. It's going to be fun.
Interesting times.
We are watching a cricket.
The most interesting thing about this World Cup
is whether the match will happen, not what happens in the match.
Whether match will happen where?
Is Hank will be in India, so he could be the pitch curator. Scaffolding leke pahunchega apna. so he doesn't have to travel from Australia.
Why are there Zimbabwe versus Australia matches in Sri Lanka though? What fight do they have?
No
What?
fight.
They're
They
playing
want to
Not fight, they're just hosts.
they're hosts. They're chilling.
They're
No,
joint
but they're
hosts.
only hosting the Pakistan games, no?
No, da. They are co-hosts.
They're co-hosts.
Oh,
They're
they were
co-hosts.
always co-hosts, but Pakistan insisted that all their games will happen
Correct.
there, is it?
Correct.
There are 20 teams playing this tournament. और इंडिया में भी इतना ट्रैफिक जाम हो रहा है, कैसे खेलेगा इतना लोग? तो बोला थोड़ा श्रीलंका में खेलो, उधर में नियमाई करो जाके.
Okay.
तो हाँ, तो जिम्बाब्वे एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया दे आर गोइंग टू डू नियमाई देयर.
I think it is worth talking about the net run rate point, which and maybe somebody will make sense of it and tell us what it means. Okay.
Tony will. Can you ask Tony once and then discuss this in your LOL other podcast? यहाँ का माल वहाँ कर दो, इधर का माल उधर कर दो.
Cross publication.
हाँ, करो.
The ICC's playing conditions dictate that Pakistan's net run rate will also be hit by the forfeiture, but India's will remain unaffected. Clause 16.10.7 states that in the event of a forfeit, the net run rate of the defaulting team shall be affected in that the full 20 overs of the defaulting team's innings in such forfeited match shall be taken into account in calculating the average runs per over of the defaulting team over the course of the relevant portion of the competition. Okay, now I
Now
understand what
things have become so difficult for Hank. उसका Mario table का धन्नो लग गया. कैसे करेगा Hank अभी पूरा? उसका Mario table गया बेटा, खत्म बेटा. उसका PhD लग जाएगा ये करने में.
You know what this means? When they calculate net run rate, it will be
They will
assumed
add
that
120
Pakistan
balls.
played, and scored 0 for no loss in their 20
Exactly.
overs.
Exactly.
And
No, we understand
Huh?
English. Yeah, you thought we didn't understand this by just when we
I have read this now for the second time. Only now I understood what it is.
No, we understood it in first go itself. ऐसा नहीं है.
अब तो ईस्ट इंडिया से है तो
ईस्ट इंडिया है, साउथ इंडिया का नौकरी में खा रहा है. ये तो हो रहा है दोस्त.
वही
अभी
चल
गया
रहा है।
संजू, गया बेटा, ईशान आया, गया वो.
अबे ईस्ट इंडिया में है बांग्लादेश, वो पाकिस्तान के साथ दोस्ती बन के अभी श्रीलंका जाने वाले, वो साउथ इंडिया के पास है.
नक्को कनिकमा.
Murli Satgopan has started typing seriously, which means it is time to end the podcast unless there's anything else anyone wants to add to the mix.
एक हिंदी में तो कुछ बोल दो नितिन यार. मेरे को हिंदी मानता.
दिल है कि मानता नहीं. Okay, all right. On that note, it is time to wind up episode 170 something of Bits and Pieces. With all the lack of excitement of a World Cup that may or may not happen starting from next week, do tune in at least for the World Cup if it happens, or
Yes.
the next episode of Bits and Pieces, which also hopefully if it
Which
happens,
will feature Hank, our chief curator and scaffolding expert.
or not. Instead
Or
of
not.
him, Scotland might show up. Who knows? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.